Did you know Niagara Falls is best seen from the Canadian side? The Niagara Falls are a large cascading waterfall on the Niagara River, straddling the international border between America and Canada, between New York and Ontario. Niagara Falls were formed when glaciers receded at the end of the last ice age, and water from the newly formed Great Lakes carved a path through the Niagara Escarpment. Although they are not high, the Niagara Falls are very wide. More than 6 million cubic feet of water falls over the crest line every minute in high flow, and almost 4 million cubic feet on average. It is the most powerful waterfall in North America. The Niagara Falls are renowned both for their beauty and as a valuable source of hydroelectric power. Did you know ice hockey is Canada's #1 pastime? Ice hockey is always more popular in countries that are cold enough to allow natural, reliable ice coverage for part of the year, and Canada definitely fits that bill. Ice hockey, or simply hockey as it's known, is a fast-paced physical team sport. It combines the ability to work as a team with hand-eye coordination skills, and most importantly, the ability to ice skate, which can be pretty tricky. Players use hockey sticks to hit a puck around the ice rink and try to score goals. In Canada, ice hockey is popular at all levels, beginner, amateur, and professional. It is one of the 4 major North American professional sports, and it is the official national winter sport of Canada. Did you know? In 1857, Queen Victoria was asked to choose a capital city for Canada, and she chose Ottawa. The stories say that she chose Ottawa by sticking her hat pin on a map roughly between Toronto and Montreal, or that she liked watercolors she'd seen in the area. However, other people say that the choice of Ottawa was in fact well planned. Ottawa was the only settlement of any significant size on the border of Canada East and Canada West. Second, Ottawa's position in the backcountry made it easily defendable. Third, the government owned a large parcel of land on a spectacular spot overlooking the Ottawa River. Did you know, without the Canadian Pacific Railway, Canada might not be the country that we know today. People from British Columbia had refused to be unified with Canada unless new transport and infrastructure was built. So the government promised that within 10 years, a railway would be built across the country, joining British Columbia with the rest of Canada. The 10-year deadline came around fast, but the government hired people to begin construction within the time frame, and British Columbia agreed to remain part of Canada. Many workers lost their lives during construction of the Canadian Pacific Railway. The rough terrain, including Fraser Canyon and the mountains, coupled with the lack of modern materials and demolition equipment, meant that it was a treacherous task. Did you know? The Yukon Quest pays homage to the traditions of travel by dog sled. The Yukon Quest is held at the top of the world in northwestern Canada and Alaska. It covers 1,000 miles of rough terrain, and no matter how bad the weather is, it starts on time every year. The Yukon Quest lasts for 10 to 16 days. It covers trails used during the gold rush and sled routes used by mail delivery dogs. The teams consist of 14 dogs and 1 human, musher, or guide. The race is not for the faint-hearted. Teams are not allowed to accept any assistance, except in Dawson City, so all groups have to be prepared for anything. The Yukon Quest champion receives $35,000 for their achievement.